all of my relevant information in it. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to remember how to set certain things. It's not the button I wanted. Oh wait, there's actually not a dark theme for, interesting. Alright, that's fine. Okay. This is exciting. So, I've done a couple things. It's just gonna be a chill day. Let's see, category type. Oh. List, filter, adventurers. If I don't really know party campaign players, it's funny. I thought there were some brief ones already. Is it the dashboard I need? It is the dashboard that I need. So we can choose a settlement. Go with Rivercrest. Section sidebar headers, I see. Design, navigation, preferences. Secret. So I have a ton written out here already. When I say a ton, I've got stuff written out. So 2 is population. 12. And we're setting this conditional as working able-bodied. Governance. If I had my Discord up, or not my Discord up. So, Rivercrest is run by the village chief, an old man named Linus Wren. Though most people of the hamlet call him Captain Wren, partly as a jest due to the town being too small to have any sort of militia or proper governance, which is cool. So then. We're gonna have another 2, and this is places of interest. We have H3 is the River Crest Supply. A general store. And then we have Tempest Shrine. I think I want to change the sizes on these. Haven's Carpentry. Go back to 2, we say trade. They do ocean fishing, freshwater fishing, and river crests. You're really going to tell me ocean fishing is 2 words? Matt does not like that. Let's see, I kind of want to change this to go over to here. I think that's better. Alright. So, let's see, then we have H2 again, and this is other notable people. And on H3, we have Flora Regan. Flora Regan is the wife of Haven Regan, the owner of Rivercrest Supply. And she runs it on occasion. Alright, then we have nearby notable locations. We have the Ader Ocean. We have the Enrigo River. We have Malark. We have Invervale. And finally, we have tasks, which I think I'm actually going to put on. Let's see. Where's this located? Sticks will appear inside the sidebar panel at the top of the rest of the data. It's a great way to use the... I don't know. That's at the bottom. It's also at the bottom. Alright, we're just gonna put it here because I have no idea. We're gonna say tasks. You have supply guard, and these are minor quests that will show up. Alright. So we preview. View. What? What is happening? See, the preview button's not working. Okay, but with this made, if I go to dashboard now, what happens? I should have settlements, right? No. Did I screw up? Hold on. I'm assuming there's a section for drafts, and I'm just gonna say towns and cities. I'm so confused. Did I just screw up this article? Does it just not exist now? Matt is confused. Type. I see. This is a Hamlet. There we go. Okay. It's settled now. View. God damn it. Please stop doing this to me. Okay. Oh. Rivercrest. Probably don't need this then. Does that work? Oh my god, it worked. Finally. Oh, perfect! Oh, that actually works so well. Wait, hold on. Oh man, that actually looks really good. That's so cool. Hold on. This is super cool. Cool. Someone come tell how this sounds / looks. I haven't done this in a while. Okay, cool. That's actually awesome. So we can drop you in there. Yeah, now Rivercrest is in towns and cities. That's so useful. What? Okay. That actually works. It's actually super nice. Okay. That's awesome. Glad this is. I'm glad that it's cool to see things put out in a place. Anyway, it's not the point. What are these templates? What are these templates like? Like if I do another settlement, and we're gonna title the article Invervale, and it's going in the towns and cities category. Go to full edit. So in Invervale, which I also have the details for, I'm going to bring over here. So I have kind of everything I need. I guess I don't really need the actual Twitch up. I guess I can do it with this. Oh, okay, I just full replaced that. Give me this chat back. There we go. Alright. So Invervale is a small hamlet in the to the north of the Inringo River. Takes its name from the river it lives alongside. And while fishing is one of the primary sources of food, with being so close to the northern reaches, Invervale turns to hunting and trapping as its main source of trade and food. Which is sick. Yeah, I'm gonna go, actually, I'm gonna go cheat real quick. I'm gonna go into here, and I'm gonna steal this. This way, I can just replace the details with what they're supposed to be. So this one is, they have 18. Their governance is a village chief named Frida Kelsic. But they call her Granny Kell. They have a few places of interest. Oh. Stop. I don't know what just happened there. See, we have the Invervale supply, which is run by a sibling. Named Helen instead of Haven. Voice could always be louder. Apparently. I think so. Alright, so apparently my voice just needs to be louder some more, so we're gonna set this to 750% and see if it just takes up the entire audio bar. Okay, we're gonna see how well that works. Can we turn this off? I don't care about you. Alright, that's not in general thing. Every time I start streaming, this. Right, Shrine of the Woods. I mean, if that's the case, I can lower the audio a bit too. So humbly, so we have furs, wild game, and wild herbs. Its notable people is Cassandra Holly. And then we have nearby notable locations. Is these 4 locations. Yeah, I'll just take it and edit it from there. Okay. And then we have its tasks, which we put in this section. We have godly concerns. Mixing mayhem. Yeah, look at that. It looks good. It does. It actually looks really nice. This needs to be changed. This isn't the same as that. Edit. There we go. Much better. God, it looks good. Alright. So we're going to name this one Recipes and Ingredients. Because I'm making an article about a type of herb. Let's see, I'm seeing if there's a good... Oh, material probably? Yeah. It's going to be about... rivercress, and it's going to be in the recipes and ingredients. And I have a whole thing about it, but I'm just going to drop its simple paragraph of information. And this is probably an organic. Yeah. We hit this. We hit that. Yeah, just a small little note about rivercress. So I have a few things. Oh, I didn't mean to come back here. And then finally, I have gods and domains. Because there's going to be one general article. Gods and their domains. This would be a natural law. Gods are not immortal. Gods are not immortal, only the domain that follows them, granting powers greater than any one person should possess. Long ago, during a war of the gods where no single deity was spared the onslaught, and the remaining vestiges began to deconstruct the world, no longer able to maintain the order defined by the powers that created them, the mortals that did yet live came together. 14 individuals decided that they would take the place of the gods, but to ensure the war of the divine would never happen again, they denied to keep their mortality. Passing on the domains to the one that immortalized the principles best. Upon their deaths and forever after. Thus began the worship of the domains and the era of the mortal gods. Great article. Okay, I was like, sometimes I feel like these articles, or this page is just does not design well. Alright, so the era of the mortal gods talks about gods and their domains. Now we're actually going to start getting into their domains, which we're going to do this way. Deity. This is going to be Arcana. Alright. So in here we will have Is it because of this that it's still going slow? I feel like that shouldn't be the cause. It's fine. And then we're actually going to do in the side section here, we're going to do why does it do that? Is there not just a reset button? Okay. We're just gonna do current god of Arcana. Okay, whatever. Yeah, see, that's not okay. That's not the way I have this. I feel like I'm getting a lot of, like, lag from this for some reason. Why is this one thing? Thank you. That's all it took. Oh my god. This is angering sometimes. These are different things. Why is it jumbling these together? I don't understand. Alright, fine. We will put it in here. Okay, I'm typing it out. I don't care. I don't understand why this is happening. What is this doing on? Bro. Why is this having so many problems right now? The site seems funky. It definitely seems like it. I don't know why. It's been nice to me in the past. It could be because I'm running everything at once. No, is the answer to that question. Whoever the hell you are. Alright, I guess I have to do it this way. That's fine. What? Great, why can't I clear my goddamn chat? What? I'm really confused on why I can't delete that message. But everything, I guess, is being dumb. What is happening right now? There we go. Man, everything's funky today. Jesus. This is ridiculous. I'm actually getting a little frustrated about this stuff. Thank you. Except it's still not working. Why is this not cutting a new line? I'm starting to get really irritated. There. We'll force it with line breaks. Thank you. Why was that so hard? Jesus Christ. Monte Cristo with a sad face. Ugh, okay. How's Corey today? I'm assuming that's you. I'm alive, celebrated my B-Day, now I'm back existence. Well, happy birthday. Hope you had fun. So this wasn't a person. Why is this marked as a person? I guess it is kind of a person. That doesn't mean I want it to be, though. Oh, because it's a deity. That actually makes sense, yeah. Fair enough. Can't argue with that logic. Alright. God/deity. And we have death, because I was going in alphabetical order. Hooray. Yeah, that's right, we did. Followers. I think this is one of my favorites that I've made so far. Just by the way. Because she's really cool. She's the masked queen of the Nocturne Soiree. This isn't a god we're gonna fight, is it? No. This is just this. Like, if you read the bottom, I'm just making a world for me to do stuff in eventually. This has no ramifications on Tyranny of Dragons at all. Nice. Also, if it was a god you were gonna fight, let's be honest here, you wouldn't survive. Alright, now we have Forge. I'm not nice enough to let you just survive that, so... You know, I turned off italics. Michael Torin. Ice Dwarf. Age 231. And he comes from Voetaria, the mountain seat, which is very exciting. Nerd, you're right. But it looks fucking cool. Also, I love this line in here. I think it's one of my favorites that I've ever typed out. It is said that it is not wizards with their near infinitely powerful spells that mark the evidence of progress, nor is it the wars of kings and emperors who stake their claim in history with... Oh, this is not the one I thought it was. No, the one for death, I think, is my number one favorite thing that I've written. Because I think it's kind of crazy. Let's see, can I just go into this, please? Hello, bees. Matt, it's supposed to be moist on Friday? Well, that's unfortunate. Man, this site is being super slow for me today. This is crazy. Here we go. It is in the blades of grass that are trampled by the legions of infantry of an army setting out to wage the wars of fallen kings. That line is cool to me. I think that line's cool. I think it's neat. I like that as a personification of death. Yeah, I know. I'm inputting it officially into the World Anvil, and then I'm gonna set up a command here in just a second that will let everyone see the World Anvil as it's progressing, which is really cool, because basically everything that I'm gonna do, the entirety of this world that I'm gonna make, because eventually it's gonna have a map. I'm gonna go through every town, hamlet, city, cave, location that I can do, and I'm gonna fill out this entire thing. I started paying $7 a month so I can have infinite pages. So I can do this for as long as I want to, doing as much as I want to. And so I'm going to go into any and every detail. So the day that I finally decide, hey, I want to play a tabletop from this campaign, or from this world, or I want to write a book, or I want to make a video game, I have the entire world laid out for me in the most pure sense. And who knows, if this gets popular enough, we might fight Twitch to have a creative writing section instead of just being in just chatting like a loser. But I'm gonna do this I'm gonna try and do this as many times a week as I can. I'm gonna do about 3 hours. I'm also gonna start adding like channel point redemptions of random NPC, significant NPC, name a town, name a city, name a nation, that sort of thing, so that I can start getting chat involved with it. Because I think that's going to be really cool. And yeah, so that's what I have right now. Russian. I'm not rushing at all, actually. I'm going to take my time with this. It's going to be nice and slow. And yep, that's right. I went there. Hold on, I can actually clip that. I wonder if that clipped. Did that clip? It did. Hold on, we're gonna watch that clip right now. We're watching that clip. Oh wait, did it not catch it? Oh no, this is the wrong one. Hold on. Open file location. Also, I have to share the audio with it, but that's beside the point. This is going to take a second. There's a lot of stuff in this folder. Sounds like it's gonna be fun. Also, no sound, bro. I know! I'm working on it! Gosh! You have no idea how many issues with audio I have while streaming. It's awful. I need this to load, please. Get good. Shut the fuck up. Here we go. It should be this one. Clips. Specific window. What's the name of this window? Media player. Alright. We ready? Excuse you, first of all. The line is do better. Just saying. I'm not rushing at all, actually. I'm gonna take my time with this. It's gonna be nice and slow. And, yep, that's right. I went there. See, look, I can click a button, and I have instant shorts. And I think that's awesome. I think that's super cool. So I have a button on my mouse that I can click, and it'll just record shorts. And I can put those on YouTube. Which I think is awesome. So, yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to do. Oh, bees. Bees, no! Bees, no! Oh, you shouldn't have told her. God, that's funny to me. That's not your name. My name is Matt. Oh, his Twitch when he's streaming is Burnett the Bard, but his casual one, like on his phone, is the Solo Joker. Because he's a nerd. This is world settings, right? Yeah, I don't really know yet is the problem. Homepage. The beginning of something amazing. Oh, cool, that's saved. Nice. Hold on, I need to know how to get the... View the world? Is that what this is? It is! I need this. Submit. Okay. Can someone do me a favor? Can anyone in chat type in !! world anvil? Yo. I'm so glad that works. Oh, wait, hold on. I need to add a line in there, I guess. Jesus. Oh, I wonder if this runs off of, I wonder if this works the same way. Maybe that'll work. Oh, that's definitely not gonna work. Aww. Froggy Gamer, thanks for the sub. That's so kind of you. Corey, you want to make an NPC? As a reward for subbing, do you want to make an NPC? Also, I don't have my alerts on for some reason. I thought they were supposed to be on, and they're not. Are they on the screen? They are on the screen! Look at that! Hold on, we swapped screens. Look at that! You can see you in the bottom! Look at you, except there's... Alright, that's fine. It worked, kind of. Would I ever? Alright. Look... What kind of NPC? Uh-huh. What kind of NPC are you thinking about? Also, this is my just chatting page, and I think it's really nice. It's really simple. I built both of these screens like 10 minutes before I started stream, so... Missed my submission for the world name? Did you? Alistrinia? No, Alistriana. Where did you get that from? A tavern owner? Yo, that's exciting. I haven't made a tavern in this game yet. Let's go make a tavern. Let's see. We're gonna make a tavern first. Well, no. Let's not go too far. You said you wanted to make a tavern owner. So I'll let you make a tavern owner. And then from there, I will make the tavern based on that owner and to decide where they're from. So, tell me a little bit about what you want your tavern owner to be like. I am leaving races up to change, because I don't think I'm going to do traditional D&D races. I know I've asked about it earlier, but there's... Josh knows what I'm talking about. I kind of like the races we made more than I like the races that D&D came out with. And I think I'm going to go with those. I think that sounds like fun to me. So... Also, can someone test the world anvil command one more time? I want to make sure that that's working. Because there's a chance it just doesn't read the new line. Yeah, that's fair. They were pretty cool. I think they're really cool. I still want to work on that system. And in fact, I am working on that system for like this world. I'm implementing... I'm making a difference between spells and sorceries. Which I think is a really interesting concept. In that spells are just like... God dang it. Okay, but it required that... Alright, I don't know. I don't know why that's doing what it is. It's fine. Spells are going to be just like what traditional D&D is. It's casting spells via like known magical means in the moment. So they take an action to cast, they take a bonus action to cast, a reaction, 10 minutes if they're a ritual, that sort of thing. But sorceries are going to be the construction of magic in the instant. They're going to take a turn to cast, but you can augment them how you want to. And it's going to implement that magic system that, Josh, you and I had talked about. And so you're going to be able to find pieces of lost sorceries in the world, like, almost like shout phrases from Skyrim. Not necessarily on dragon walls, like everywhere. But you'll be able to find sorceries in all over the place. Retired adventurer that's decided to settle down after a near-death experience. You got a name and a race for him? I need to work on this. I need to know why this is just being dumb. Submit. How do I get that? All right, whatever. We're just gonna do it this way. There. Alright. Steve. Yo, I love Steve. Anyway, yeah, so it's going to be really cool. So I'm going to make, like, if this is D&D style, basically, there's going to be a starting feat called Sorcery Initiate that will allow you to start with one shape, one augment, and one I forget what the third branch is. But basically it'll allow you to create, like, have one custom spell in your pocket at all time. But as you go on, you'll be able to find or study different, like, sorcery components, and you'll be able to augment them. So, like, say you take Sorcery Initiate, right? And you take projectile, fire, and damage. A drow male named Dro. Alright. Dro what? He needs a last name. Let's make it interesting. Anyway, so with projectile, fire, and damage, you'll be able to shoot basically a firebolt, but it'll do a little bit more because it's taking your entire turn to craft the spell together, than it is to simply cast firebolt, which is like a D10, D8. I don't remember off the top of my head. Bees! Thank you for the subscription. That's very kind. You, as well, get to make an NPC if you would like. Duskrin, huh? Alright. So we have Dro Duskrin, huh? Alright, so Dro Duskrin, a retired adventurer who nearly lost his life. For retiring. Oh, I already said retired. Let's talk about that. So in my mind, right? This is probably the tavern owner in Malark. Oh God, bees! Don't start this. Also, Shadow's here. We're gonna transition so you all can see how beautiful she is. Look at her. She's precious. Yes. Hello, my love. Hello. Can I help you? Is there something I can do? Oh, big yawn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Nose kisses. Love you. Anyway, so he's probably the tavern owner in Malark. So Malark, I haven't made it yet. Bees, you are not helping. So we'll go talk about Malark for right now because it's referenced in 2 other pages. I'm not. You know what? That's fair. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that logic. That's fair. Just being mean, I guess. So I talk about it in both Inravale and Rivercrest. Malark is about a day's travel away, at least from Rivercrest. So it's a small hub. So it's like what a town would be to several hamlets, or like for Burke Burnett, it's what Wichita Falls is, sort of. So it's a small hub that's got for many small hamlets that exists along the Enrigo River. The town supplier travels to Malark once a month to restock the Rivercrest supply with all the manner of goods, as well as selling the town's main export, fish, to help bring in a touch of variety to the town. So that's Rivercrest, and then for Inravale, Inravale is... I don't actually have Malark listed here, but I do mention Malark in that a jolly halfling woman who's more than happy to make a deal for anything interesting. She makes a trip every other month or so to barter trades and coin. Basic supplies and weapons are primarily what they purchase at the supply store, because they are a town of hunters. So, if I were to place Dro Duskrin anywhere, he would be in Malark, probably. Another notable spot is the Northern Reaches. which is not too far from Malark, and of course in Revale and Rivercrest. The Northern Reaches is a desolate waste of frost and snow. It remains a greatly unexplored territory to most of the world. Many claim the ability to travel the Reaches, but few ever return, and never in one piece. So it's a cool little mysterious place. So, Corey, here we go. It's like a market town that popped up equidistant from several hamlets to help get supplies around as needed. I'm already super excited about this world stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be an everyday thing, or I'm gonna try and make it an everyday thing, I should say. Wait, why is the camera locked? Oh, because I'm on the wrong thing. It is locked over here. You should look into Microscope. Is that like another? Is that another building thing? Is game? Is it interesting? Brian, welcome to the stream, brother. Oh, it's a yes and game? No, silly microscopes let you see small stuff. That's true. Brian, how's it going, buddy? I see you've discovered my, my secret project that I didn't tell anyone about, because I've definitely been busy with life and things, and not because I just forgot to do it. I've been lurking for most of the stream. Well, I appreciate that. So you already understand what all I'm doing here then. And I appreciate you being here for it. I need Corey to come back. I need Corey to tell me more about his NPC. Bees, if you would like, because of your subscription, you're also more than welcome to make an NPC. Using the same stipulations that I talked about with... yours is a hag. That's cool. I'm cool with hags. That lives in the swamps. Okay. I haven't made a swampy area yet, so we'll have to think about that. But I'm totally cool with that. She's a chill hag. Alright. So she's more like the herbalist that lives out in the swamps than like actual hags who try and still steal children and feast on them. And that sort of thing. But like, she's gonna eat some souls. Well, no, sure, but who's to say she doesn't have a deal with a local... Oh, like what? What he was fighting that made him lose interest in adventure. Yeah, so this is your NPC that you can create at your leisure. Like, you send me all the details you want about this character, and he's gonna be in the world. For Bees, for your hag, she could be a super chill hag, but who's to say she doesn't have a deal with, like, the local city that she is the death row punishment, right? Anytime that there are any vile criminals, bandits or whatever, that are caught and basically deserve death rather than imprisonment, the town's just like... Listen, we don't have a place to get rid of them. We don't want blood in our main lawn. So we'll just trade them to you, and in exchange, you'll supply us with, keeping a good supply of herbs. Made a deal with the devil to save his own life. He made the tavern to pay the debt, and to make a little extra easy coin on the side. Okay. Bees just sent me a zip file, and I'm not gonna lie, I am a cybersecurity specialist, And I'm not comfortable with that. Shadow, I feel really bad for you. Look at this cat. She's just a mess. Ugh, look at her. Look at this cat. I can send it unzipped. Look at this cat, guys. This is how she sits, by the way. Like, all the time when I'm playing games. This is what she does. Is she not the most adorable thing? Well, unzipped is always better. It's true. Brian, I think you just... I've seen my error. I don't know much about files, though. I figured as much. Alright. I do not wish to correct it. That's fair. What, Shadow? My goodness. Alright, so he's a retired adventurer who nearly lost his life. But after a deal with a dark entity... I've been watching Black Butler again, so lots of inspiration coming from that. That's totally fair. With a dark entity... Duscrin became revitalized and returned to the town of Malark. Would you say prior to his deal with the devil, was he more of a sword user, a bow user? Maybe magic. Maybe he knows a touch of sorcery or two. Oh, I see. You sent it as a PDF. Ooh, can I add a tiefling bard to this tavern who is their party to make sure he pays back his debt? Oh, partly to just be a lore bard. Swordsman with a touch of magic. All right. With his sword now hanging above the mantle of his tavern. Yeah, God, how long ago was that? 10 years ago? Probably 10 years ago. I bought, during Black Friday, I bought the combo for a mouse, keyboard, and mousepad. And I've had this as my mousepad ever since. But my boss... So this is really cool, right? So this is my keyboard. It's a GMMK. And basically what it is it's a completely modular keyboard. So I can take pieces off like it's nothing and even swap out the switches. So I can add like custom keys and everything like that. And it's super cool. So that's the thing. This was one of the cheaper ones. Well, it was free, so I can't complain like too much, you know. But I do intend on getting the one with the numpad because I also don't have the F keys, and that throws me off. It's just that the one with the numpad's $150, and I don't have the cash for that right now. Yeah, it's a 60% keyboard. Yeah. Yeah, I love the clickety clacks. You'll probably hear it a lot. Let's see. What do I want to name this tavern? Because you got the NPC, which is totally fine. I'm gonna do... It's really difficult for me, Brian. There are so many keys that I want to press. When I'm streaming, they don't pick up. They don't pick up for me either. Which is nice. Oh, she's gone. I think my brother's climbing the stairs. Let's see. We can name it a bit on the nose. We can say... The Devil's Due. Let's see. We can do... I actually kind of like the Devil's Due. Underdark Delights. Yeah, but like, you open up, you don't name a tavern after, like, I mean, unless you're saying it's like a brothel sort of thing, and then that's a whole other problem. Yeah. Thank you, Bees. So I'm thinking, I'm thinking, we're gonna call it the Devil's Due for right now. And then, you know, maybe later on we get to a bigger city. We can see about naming a brothel Underdark Delights. God, that sounds awful. I already hate that. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's actually a pretty good tavern name. It's a good reason too. Like I'm imagining it now. The actual contract that Duscrin signed, depicting how much money he owes back, is actually sitting like above the bar. And every time he earns coin, you can magically see the number change, like how much he has left, or go up with interest. I think it's cool. Yeah. Slowly ticking down, ticking back up. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll come down here and we'll say race. He is a. I'm gonna say Dark Elf for right now, because again I'm not entirely sure which way I'm going for like races, because I might use some custom ones, or even better, we might make them. That's entirely something I can do. There's an entire stat blocks page that I can make. I don't think it's out of the possibility to be able to make races, and then you can pick and choose from those. So we'll say race Dark Elf. Let's say he's 47 at the time of meeting. Yeah, let's go with that. So we'll check out the draft real quick. I'll probably move these up, honestly. But yes. So we'll swap back over to here. So in a free yeah, something like that. But you only get to make an NPC if you sub, Josh. So Dro Duscrin, a retired adventurer who nearly lost his life, but after a deal with a dark entity, Duscrin became revitalized and returned to the town of Malark. With his sword now hanging above the mantle of his tavern, the Devil's Due, Duscrin works his life away, now paying back the entity that saved him. He is subbed. He was gifted a sub. That's different. I have to resub. I was subbed. I think it ran out. No, Josh, you're already subbed, so you have to gift one now. Because you have one. Yeah. So actually, rather than flooding that, we're actually going to do... We're going to put this on the sidebar, and we're going to say race dark... Oh, that's not supposed to be underlined still. Dark... That's still not supposed to be underlined still. Can we stop? gonna do age. Froggy, does 48 sound fine to you on age? Oh, I guess I need to... Alright. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. No, it's too even. As opposed to what? It being too odd? 69? Captain Kill, what the heck? Oh, God. That can be the hag's age. I caught the cat. It's fine. Look at that cat. Hi, Captain Kill 123. How's it going? It goes. That's fair. Hey, there we go. Alright, Josh, you get to name your NPC now. Ta-da! He's doing so well. Okay. So, if this is the case, we need to make a new article called The Devil's Due. I'm looking for just a building, and I think I missed it. Yep. The Devil's Due. ASL? What? I'm now confused on what's happening there. That's what I thought too, Brian, but clearly that's not what that is. What? I'm so old? I guess. I also need you to understand that... okay, I need you to understand that I have no reason to know that information. There's absolutely no reason for me to know that. That's okay. It's my fault. It's my fault for not knowing, guys. It's fine. Excuse me. It's time for my sponge bath and denture cleaning. I'm sorry for your loss, ma'am. I'll have to just ask you to do better. It's from a long time ago, called in a place called the Internet. Listen, I don't get out much. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just look at this cute cat. That's all you have to do. She's so cute. Look at her. All right. A humble tavern within the confines of the city, the town of Malark. A what's the word I'm looking for? It's not a transfer station. A crossroads. Crossroads. I was about to describe it in the described again. Of Malark, a crossroads town. For the hamlets along the Enrigo River. The Devil's Due stands as an affordable and rather singular drinking hole. By an older dark elf. Odler. He can be Odler sometimes, I guess. I don't know what I was going for there, but it's not good. I should probably keep this up. Captain Kill, thanks for the follow. I'm sorry I missed it. I don't have my stuff isn't working the way it should be. Hold on, we're gonna see if I can fix that real quick. We're gonna start by moving my camera over here. I'm just gonna run a reverse on it real quick. Nope. I always get that backwards. There we go. And we're gonna drop this in here. There we go. Does that look awful? Oh, you can't see that yet. Does this look awful? I feel like this doesn't look awful. I know what I'll do. I know what I'll do. Hold on. What the hell is this song? No. You can't read the chat. I'm working on it! Hold on. I need to get out of studio mode so I can actually see. Bees, I'm gonna hurt you. Text backdrop. Big screen color. Okay. I'm gonna need you guys to trust me here for a second while I do some crazy stuff. There. That doesn't actually look bad at all. Eh? What do you guys think? $12 out of 10. Cool. Oh, wait. Hold on. There is actually one thing that's bothering me. Who's ignoring you, bees? Mostly here for the cat. I don't blame you. Everyone's here for the cat, let's be honest. Alright. I think that should be good. We're gonna lock that there. That way I don't accidentally drag it up. No, it is wrong! Damn it! Nope, that's not it either. There's one pixel in here that I need. Okay, maybe I'm just crazy. It's fine. It looks better than it did. Anyway. Features a moderate menu. Atmosphere. Yes. Do you really do everything? I tried to. Only taverns in Malark. Townspeople and those traveling through. Stay. There we go. So, the Devil's Due, a humble tavern within the confines of Malark, a crossroads town for hamlets along the Enrigo River. The Devil's Due stands as an affordable and rather singular drinking hole. Run by an older dark elf by the name of Dro Duskren, the Devil's Due features a moderate menu and an adequate atmosphere. Being one of the only taverns in Malark, many of the townspeople and those traveling through visit and stay, making the Devil's Due quite popular within the confines of the town. We good with that? Yes, no? Do I get the vote of the crowd here? Nice, me likey. Cool. Then if that is the case, notable people. I don't think I need that. Duskren is the owner and barkeep. The Devil's Due. Having opened the place under mysterious circumstances. Matt, Adrian and I found rats in our condo. Have you shot them yet? Oh my god! That's terrifying. That's like actually terrifying. I'm sorry you had to go through that, sir. I hope you can move back to Nebraska even quicker now. Having opened the place under mysterious circumstances, quickly became one of the more popular places in town. Main selling points. Claims. Prop he paid for. Remaining wealth he had accumulated. Okay, I had to go pick up my pizza from the oven. Did I miss anything? No, I'm just, I'm just making Dro Duskryn an entry. Jesus. What? All right. All right, Josh. You had talked about having an Efreet bard that you wanted to be at the Devil's Due, acting as a performer. So let's talk about that. Good. That's showing up the way I want it to. Luna Shadowborn. All right. What about this bard? All right, bees. Thanks for hanging around. I'll probably still be on for about an hour or so. So if you find yourself bored, I'll be hanging around. But I appreciate you being here. Bye. All right, back to the cat. Keep pollinating for us. Indeed. You're such a good girl, Shadow. Alright, Josh, I need more information about Luna Shadowborn. Oh. I don't like that. Can we undo that? Oh, I see. I did not like that at all. Alright, I'm assuming Josh is using ChatGPT to get the stuff he likes, so, Brian, how's it going, buddy? How does everything sound right now? Because, I redid all of my settings and stuff for this. It's well. That's good. Aside from the rats, anyway. I'm about to chow down a whole pizza. It sounds good. That's good. Does it look good? She was sent to keep an eye on Dro, but legitimately found enjoyment in performing and hearing stories that she decided to fully become a lore bard. Alright. I'm a slow typer. It's fine. You're broken. So it's understandable. Alright, so. Shadowborn began. Time in Malark. A much more a much darker purpose. Sent as an agent of the same entity, Duscrin, made a deal with, was tasked with watching and maintaining the contract as the terms were listed. Or to exact punishment should Duscrin be unable to fulfill to pay out his debt. In the process, however, came to enjoy time the Devil's Due. Fully leaning into her disguise as a traveling bard. That disguise quickly began to deteriorate. That's not how you spell that word. Deteriorate. Now, all right, Josh, but hear me out. Hear me out. I'm going to wait for a response for this because it's an important question. Reverse Stockholm Syndrome. Luna's married to Dro. And they own the tavern together. Yeah? All right. There we go. So we take a look at this. And you know, the Devil's Due, it's starting to become something. So, a humble tavern within the confines of the Malark. That needs to change. A crossroads town for the hamlets along the Enrigo River. The Devil's Due stands as an affordable and rather singular drinking hole, run by an older dark elf by the name of Dro Duscrin, and that should be, and his wife, an Efreet bard named Luna Shadowborn. The Devil's Due features a moderate menu and an adequate atmosphere, being one of the only taverns in Malark. Many of the townspeople and those traveling through visit and stay, making the Devil's Due quite popular within the confines of the town. I should edit that too. Dro Dusgren is the owner and barkeep for the Devil's Due. Having opened the place under mysterious circumstances, it quickly became one of the more popular places in town. One of the main selling points was the large framed contract that hung from above the bar. While Dusgren claims that it is merely a prop he paid for with the remaining wealth he had accumulated while he was an adventurer, many speculate the document is real, and as coin passes across the counter, the amount of debt listed on the contract rises and falls. Luna Shadowborn, an Efreet bard, Luna Shadowborn began her time in Malark with a much darker purpose. Sent as an agent of the same entity that Dro Dusgren made a deal with, Luna was tasked with watching and maintaining the contract as the terms were listed, or to exact punishment should Dusgren be unable to pay out his debt. In the process, however, Luna came to enjoy her time at the Devil's Due. Fully leaning into her disguise as a traveling bard, that disguise quickly began to deteriorate. Now, her purpose much changed, Luna spends most of her nights at the Devil's Due, performing for the crowds of travelers and townsfolk and for her husband, the very charge she was meant first to manage. I like that a lot. I think that's good. I think that's lore without having to overwrite lore. Like, there's no reason any character would walk into this bar and be like, hey, what's the story behind the barkeeper? No realistic person would do that. But now that it is there, should anyone ever actually answer, or should anyone ever actually ask, the answer's there, and it's relatively simple. And his wife, an Efreet bard, the name of Luna Shadowborn. No one needs more than this for a quick answer. Someone casts legend lore. Listen, if you're casting legend lore on a tavern in what's basically a level 2 town, I need to know what you're doing in Malark to begin with. Here's the thing, I haven't even written out the stuff for Malark yet, which I find really funny. So, one notable thing that this is going to do, and it's why I keep going into details about this stuff, this will have a menu. And right now, I'm going to do a Rivercress salad. A light meal made from the Rivercrest and other fresh vegetables brought to the town from all of the hamlets along the Enrigo River. Yeah, and that's all I really need to say about it. So it's a light. Let's actually make this a light salad. So a light salad made from rivercress and other fresh vegetables brought to the town from all the hamlets along the Enrigo River. I don't need much more than that. It's just a nice little comment. But now I can add rivercress salad to my list of articles under recipes and ingredients. And so this whole thing is going to be a thing. And that only took 20 minutes to come up with. Yeah, it's this is why this is fun. This is why this is what I enjoy, honestly, more than anything else. I've been enjoying this like a crap ton. You mentioned fish was brought through, right? Maybe one of the dishes can be a pan-seared fish with spices and herbs, served with a smaller portion of rivercress salad. Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely something can be done. Yeah, that's fine. I'll add that now. Why do I have 2 instances of this open? That was weird. So we open up the Devil's Due. We go into the article. We edit the landmark. And let's say... This is fun. This is my dream job right here. I'll be honest with you. I want to do this every day. Like, if I do this 3 hours a day for, like, the next year, even if it's not a full year, this by itself could be the basis for, like, the greatest story that I'd ever have. And the cool thing about it is that this isn't just meant for D&D. This isn't just meant for tabletop. My whole intention behind this is to give myself a setting, this wide open world that I can do anything with. I've already got in my head that I want to write a book about an adventure that takes place in this area, or in this world. A text-based adventure that intricates all sorts of different types of like mini games and stuff would be fascinating. Like I had a text-based adventure in mind, except whenever you got into combat, it actually like changes to be a turn-based combat system. Or if you went harvesting for resources, it would be a mini game based on trying to harvest resources. What is the plant rivercress? Is it like the watercress kind of deal, but from the river? Yeah, so here's the cool thing. I have an article about that. I already wrote rivercress in, because I wrote it earlier, and it's really funny to me. So rivercress, if we take a look at it, rivercress is a lettuce-like plant that generally grows on the bottom of riverbeds while its stalk and leaves float up to the surface to gather sunlight. Nearly vine-like, rivercress tangles and wraps around itself, creating large masses of the flora on the surface of the water. While some places are known for taking the plant, drying it, and making it into makeshift ropes or nets, the real use of rivercress comes from its use as an ingredient in both cooking and alchemy. A bitter leaf plant, while fresh, and more bland once dried, rivercress is frequently used in poultice meant to utilize its natural ability to staunch bleeding and encourage healing. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is cool to me. There is everything that has a name should inevitably have an article in this world. And it should be completely documented the way that it's supposed to be. That's the goal for this. That's what I want. And I'm really hoping, like, I won't lie, I took a part of the inspiration of the goal that I want for this comes a lot from Pirate Software. It's a booming YouTube Twitch channel that basically created the game development section on Twitch. Like, if you go into browse, there is now a section labeled game development, and that wasn't there a year ago. And that's because Pirate Software, in his popularity, rose up the idea of, hey, you can stream creating video games on Twitch and people will find it interesting. So we want a space that we can do it in. Well, in this sort of same instance, as much as I love playing video games and everything like that, I really enjoy writing and making stories and putting something out there. And the only place on all of Twitch that I can do that is in Just Chatting. And I feel like, personally, that a creative writing tab would be really cool. And I feel like you could find some really cool stuff in there. And so, in my mind, that's like one of the goals for this that I want, is that as long as I put the work in and I do the things that I'm trying to do, eventually I want to turn this into something that other people can use as like a purpose, I guess. But that's like some grandiose purpose, and it's getting far above my means right now. Right now, I'm just doing it because I enjoy writing. And I've always wanted to take the time to completely write out a world, and I, thankfully, at the moment, have the tools to utilize something like that. So, ooh, excuse me. But big talk aside. So let's see. Corey mentioned a let's call it an Enrigo Bass. This is already super exciting, though. I know! There's already so much to it, and I don't want to let it die, so I'm going to do this every day, as much as I can, bit by bit. That's the goal. That's the idea. So we'll say grilled Enrigo Bass. Build on it, and they will come. That is the idea. Okay. Set top a plate. A small plate of Rivercrest salad. A grilled and seasoned bass. Could pull fish names from Breath of the Wild. I mean, I'll figure them out as we go along, right? Like, a lot of the fish are going to be named after the river that they pulled out of. So I'll have an Enrigo catfish, Enrigo bass. There's probably A-tier prawns or Aterian prawns, since I called the ocean the A-tier ocean, A-E-T-E-R. Exactly. Hey, you know, I've already made nets and things that you can make from Rivercress. I'm sure there's more sturdy ones that you can make. And there we go. So now we have Enrigo bass, and we can even go so far as to do cost, and then like we can say 3 CP, and then this one can be a little bit more, so maybe 8 CP. So now we even have the costs on the menu. Like, how cool is this? How cool is this? And, like, for each town that has a market available, I'm going to have a market for each of the, or for each shop that you'll find. I'm going to have a market, or like a what you can buy table. Because I feel like that should be a thing. And like one by one, piece by piece, I will eventually get this. And I'm excited about it, honestly. Salad should be cheap because healthy foods being more expensive confuses me. It's very true. Let's see here. Navigation. So the parent article for this, for Dro Duskryn, is going to be the Devil's Due. So now, see here, now you can find Dro Duskryn's link at the bottom of the Devil's Due. Look, it's right there. How cool is that? So I can link, like the Devil's Due, I'm gonna link to the Malark page whenever we build it. And it's gonna build higher and higher, and eventually it's gonna spider down. coincidentally just like a text-based video game. It's all just spidering. I know, right? This is so much fun. I think this is cool, yeah. I've been thinking about, like, doing this stream for a long time. For, like, at least since the beginning of the year. And I've just had a hard time starting it because it's never felt like the right time. But lately it's been like, this is all I can think about. And, like, finding ways to integrate it into things that the viewers can do. So, like, when you sub, you get to make an NPC. But also, your channel points, you can use those to make what I'm going to call passive or passing NPCs. Things that you might find like Basil, except not as used as Utah uses Basil. But, like, you can spend channel points eventually. Like, there will be one high enough that you can make a location. I am too. I'm super excited for this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm really going to put a lot of time into it. I think it's going to be great. I mean, even look at this. We wrote this today. The Devil's Due has 2 NPCs with story. It's got a working menu. It doesn't have a drink menu yet. We'll get there. Even the NPCs attached have their own small pages, which I still need to make one for Luna, and that's fine. Bailey's in a shoe. I don't think that's how that works. No, I'll probably make, like, let's see. I'll probably make another Hamlet that does, like, wheat. And I'll name, like, the primary drink from, or it could even be Malark, just Malarkian Ale. Because of course they have to be called Malarkian, because it's Malark and it's Malarkey. But look, connected articles, it's so good. Oh god, I love this. I love this so much. Anyway, so let's go make a shop, because there's 2 that we have to make. There's one in Ironvale and there's one in Rivercrest, that both have shops. They have... I'll just open it up real quick. They have the Rivercrest Supply, which is run by Haven Reagan, which right now I've named a halfling because we didn't have a name for halflings. But, so there's a small little snippet about Haven in here, which his wife is Flora, who's down here. But this supply typically does fishing, tackle supplies and general goods, which means you can buy ingredients here. Rivercrest could be basket weavers and rope makers. Right. Their main output is fish. Most everyone in this town are fishermen. But there will be another hamlet that utilizes Rivercrest because it grows all throughout the Aringo River. But their trade is Rivercrest, so there could be a weaver in Malark that buys Rivercrest specifically to make nets and maybe even clothing. I like this. This is a really cool little detail too, because this town has 12 working able-bodied people. So the only healer in town is the wife of the general store owner, and that's only because she's not proficient enough to be a doctor, but she is proficient with a healer's kit, so she can stabilize someone in critical condition enough to make the travel to Malark, where they can get better medical condition. That tells me that there's at least an apothecary or doctor in Malark, which helps me build the city more. This is why I love this. This is why this is so much fun to me. Yeah, this is why this is so much fun. It's kind of awesome. Sorry, there's someone freaking out in a Discord call, and I'm making sure that they're okay. Or a Discord chat. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, this is cool. Oh, and so I also have these, which I'm sure no one noticed because I didn't point them out. But these are small side quests that you'll find in any town. Like, every town is going to have tasks. All of them. So in Rivercrest, there's the supply guard, which is helping Haven. Should make the apothecary a beast folk who can smell sickness like a service animal. That'd be cool. I'm down for that. I need a notes page. Is there like a notes page? We'll just make a quick article. Person, beast folk, doctor in Malark. And that won't have a person. Has the ability to smell out illnesses. And see, anytime that someone thinks of something cool and I want to throw it in, that's exactly what I can do. There's now an article about that I can focus on later on. Anyway, so the Rivercrest supply. Excuse me, Shadow. You're making it difficult to access my keyboard. Hit Bushki. Alright. I'm sorry, goodness. Gosh. So, let's make a new one, and this is going to be a building. This is going to be the Rivercrest supply. We're going to go into full edit. Alright, so opened, owned, and operated Haven Ragan. Halfling. Rivercrest Supply is the Hamlet's go-to store for any means general goods, ranging from fishing tackle and bait to foodstuffs and ingredients. Didn't we call them pygmies, or did we yoink that from somewhere? So I think pygmies were our gnomes. I don't think we had a halfling because we had gnomes. I just don't remember. So. But ranging from fishing tackle and bait to other to foodstuffs and ingredients from other towns. The Rivercrest Supply is the only real store in Rivercrest where one can get anything outside of fish in Rivercrest. Ooh, side quests can contribute to reputation in a town and in turn lowering the price of general certain goods. That's a great idea. I see nothing wrong with that at all, actually. And that can be added to, like, I think there's an article type for systems. Maybe not. Or it'd be a generic one. But yeah, absolutely. Like, when it comes to rules and stuff for, like, the campaign, that's absolutely something that can be done. Making a reputation system is entirely possible, and I think that's a cool concept. I actually like some of the tasks I came up with. So, like, my whole idea, right? Yeah, our pygmies sound like gnomes. That makes sense. My whole idea is that you start in Rivercrest. Like, if this is a D&D campaign, you're going to start level 1 in Rivercrest. Because you heard about this job. So in the last few trips to Malark, Haven Reagan and Avon Lang have noticed broken carriage pieces and shattered crates along the road. While Avon thinks it nothing special, or Avon thinks it nothing special, Haven is too nervous not to take caution. He's looking to hire some help to guard them on their way to Malark and back a day later. So this will get you guys to Malark and back, and get you, like, oh, these guys came back and they're actually helpful. So that leads into Troubling Waters, which is of late Captain Rin, which, by the way, I made a nickname for the village chief because it's a joke, because it's a small-ass town with 12 people and they have no one in charge. Captain Rin has noticed a large amounts of river cress having large chunks out of them and less fish feeding on the seagrass. Things like this have happened in the past, and the evidence points to a roaming Sahagin has found its way upriver again. The Sahagin needs clearing out, and Captain Rin is seeking adventurers willing to do so. And so it's like a nice little, hey, this is a small side quest, like, oh, hey, I know you're probably going back to Malark, because it's a bigger town and there's cool stuff to do, but if you don't mind taking care of this, I'll pay you for it. And I think that's cool. That was the wrong page. I want to go back. No, take me back. I really like the ones I made for Inravale. So recently, the Shrine of the Woods has beginning to show a little Sahagin side quest. Right. So recently, the Shrine of the Woods has begun to show signs of rotten wear, with no means of repairing it in Inravale. Granny Kell is seeking someone to travel to Rivercrest and seek out the Lang family in hopes of finding a solution to this pressing issue. So that ties two NPCs from two smaller towns together. And then you have Mixing Mayhem. Cassandra Hawley, the budding alchemist, has recently gotten into an altercation with her parents. The argument ended poorly, with Cassandra fleeing into the woods. She hasn't been seen in several days, and the hunting dogs, because this town utilizes hunting and trapping as its main source of food, so it would use hunting dogs, have lost her trail not far from the village. Her parents, August and Juniper, seek someone to help them search for their daughter. Monsters not commonly run into seems really neat as well. Exactly! Also, I don't have to use D&D monsters. I can make ones of my own. And I think that's also a fascinating concept. And I love this. I love it. It's letting me throw out all the things that I want to do. And it's just, like, it's helping here, like, a ton. Like, I love going through these. So, actually, I'm going to take a step out. Oh, where is that? Oh, why did that not pop up? That actually kind of makes me sad. I think I need to tie that in somewhere. Hold on. Rivercrest Supply, hold on a second. I got distracted. Right, that's what this is here for. This is supposed to be in it. Oh, it's... Oh, I see. No, make it published. Okay. So now... Okay, cool. So we have the era of mortal gods. So this talks about the time. So gods are not immortal, only the domain that follows them, granting powers greater than any one person should possess. Long ago, during a war of the gods, where no single deity was spared the onslaught, and the remaining vestiges began to deconstruct the world, no longer able to maintain the order defined by the powers that created them, the mortals that did yet live came together. I especially enjoy intelligent monsters that pose their own issues, like Sahagin went upriver because there is a red algae bloom downriver where it commonly hunts. So my mind is that this Sahagin was exiled for some reason, probably because he was weak. Because a Sahagin at level 1 is still kind of like a threat, because it has multi-attack, and it does a lot of fucking damage. So this one probably wouldn't have multi-attack, but who knows, it could be something like that. Like, there's a reason that it went upriver rather than going back out to the oceans. Anyway, so this Era of the Gods article basically talks about why gods in this world are mortal, even though they have all the powers of a god, and it's because back when all of the gods basically died, 14 individuals decided they would take the place of the gods, but to ensure the War of the Divine would never happen again, they denied to keep themselves mortal. God damn it. I always read it wrong, and so I end up changing that word. Passing on the domains to the one who immortalizes the principles best upon their deaths and forever after. Yeah, whatever reason you want is super exciting. Yeah, I don't need confines. I don't have rules. My favorite thing that I can't wait to, like, throw into the mix... let's see, hold on, I need to go find it, because it's cool. It's about the Forge God. So this guy, right? Einkel Torun. So the name of his home is called, Voetaria, the mountain seat. That's because this mountain that they live in has been cut in half, and the top is floating. The top is floating! And I can't wait to introduce that somewhere in the world, dude! Because it's gonna be cool! It's gonna be so cool! Oh, man. It's gonna be so cool, dude. It's gonna be so cool. And so that's why it's called the mountain seat, because it's the bottom half of the mountain, and that's where the dwarves have come to exist. God, it's so cool. Also, this is a cool line. As metal warps metal and wood sculpts wood, the march of time moves onwards, and with it, new ways to warp metal and sculpt wood. There's no rules! Sir, put your shirt back on. There's one rule! Just kidding! No, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. I'm also really excited about this one. So Lyric is a seraph, which I think is a cool mix in, like, because, you know, it's like the Aasimar, and so why is there an Aasimar running the underground? But they're known as the Masked Queen of the Nocturne Soiree, and the Nocturne Soiree follows the Temort Uri, which is an ancient loom said to be from the era of eternal gods. It is rumored that the Temort Uri lists the names of those destined to die in the stitches weaved within the cloth. And I think that's cool! Remember my character until TLDR came from Mountain like that? Yeah, because, I can't remember the name of the race. They're the Dragonkin race. If that is the race that I use for this, that lore is still going to hold true. So those races come from the hidden places in the world, and let's be honest, not a lot... Darastrix. Let's be honest, not a lot of people are going to be able to access the top half of a flying mountain. And so it only makes sense that they came from... Like one sect of them came from there. And I think that's cool. I'm having a lot of fun with this already. Like, it's a blast. If you're curious about this page, by the way, Corey, I think you came in a bit late. If you do !World Anvil, you get to this page, or it'll give you the link to this page, and you can follow it. You can leave comments on stuff. Yeah, you can see all sorts of stuff about it. It's super cool. I really have come to love this a lot. and I've only started on it today. I'm not gonna lie. I've spent several hours at work typing up, like the information for Rivercrest and Inravale. I wrote today. This stuff for Rivercrest I wrote today. The 3 gods I wrote today. What we did today starts at Devil's Due and goes up. But I really am. I'm having an absolute blast with this. It is honestly one of my favorite things. Hey, come on, relax. I'm having a complete blast with this. It's super cool. Notable people. Haven Ragan. Shrewd businessman. Businessman. And an even shorter halfling. I'm just going to call him halfling for now. Me, I'm notably a silly idiot. Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Runs the Rivercrest supply. Having come to Rivercrest by chance, he fell in love with a girl from the hamlet. The rest is history. Now, having opened the shop, Haven, sick. Having opened the shop because of his growing distaste of fish and rivercress, Haven travels once a month to the town of Malark to barter for other foods and ingredients to further diversify BRB will be moving from the couch and laptop to bedroom and phone, lol, for the night. Understandable. Good luck. The palette. The Rivercrest people. To Little Vale. And then his wife, Flora Reagan. Ugh, pop my back. Kind woman. No, that's not the word. agree to in exchange for information or tones in the subject. So there's the notable people, Haven and Flora Reagan, or Ragan. And now we can do let's go ahead and refresh the page here because it's a little broken. Ooh, actually, we could do it in here. We can do merchandise. And so we can do like fishing tackle. A set of fishing gear that can be used to fish in any source of water big enough to hold a minnow. And so for this, we could probably say like, what would we say? Like a silver, maybe? I feel like that's adequate. You know, if you're buying like it's basically a kit, right? So like, what would be a toolkit in D&D's worth? Like say smithing tools cost D&D. So it's 20 gold for them. Jesus. But Weavers is 1 gold. Yeah, I feel like that's way too expensive. What do you think, Corey? You think 1 silver is fair for fishing tackle? I think kits are worth gold, but D&D items are poorly priced. Yeah, they are. They're worth anywhere between 1 to 20 gold, and I feel like that's a lot. Especially when fishing tackle, especially in a place like this, is going to be like a stick, some thread, and a hook, and maybe a bit of bait. So I feel like a silver is fair. Easily, especially if it's their number 1 seller. Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're going to go with 1 silver then. But we're also going to do Invervale furs with a cost, and this one's going to be a little bit more expensive. This is going to be 5 silver pieces. It is a collection of furs acquired from the Invervale supply. While they don't do much in terms of armor or defense, they are effective at keeping away the cold. And so I'm a big believer of the difference between environmental damage versus like spell damage. So like if you're traveling in the upper north and you're in a shirt and shorts, you're gonna suffer cold damage, but it's not gonna be the same cold damage as if someone hits you with an ice knife. So I think having things like furs in this instance can give you resistance to environmental damage. In this case, environmental cold damage. So I think, but I also think that like it's not going to take up your armor slot to wear it. It's something that you can wear over your armor. So I'm going to say that. Let's see. What's the cost of hemp rope? Cost DD. 1 gold per 50-foot length. So in this case, yes, environment. I love survival situations so much. It's probably the ranger in me. I mean, it's totally fair though, but it makes sense. It makes sense. Yes, Shadow. All right, she wants to be shown off because she's cuddling. Just look at this. Just look at what I have to deal with. Look who's getting grumpy because I'm trying to type, and she can't quite fit in the gap between my arms. Look at this. Look at this cat. This mess. I don't have an exclamation point cat, Brian. Jeez. I don't even know what that would be. Sorry, that's not supposed to be a command. Oh, that's fair. My reaction to the cat was, cat! Lap cat, lap cat, lap. Except she's not! This isn't my lap, this is my desk, and she has to sit here. This is where she found is her favorite spot, and it's funny to me. She's such a mess. Alright. So, I think I'm done with, like, general goods. So now we're gonna move on to... Let's see. Brian. I need a favor. I need you to come up with the name of a town. Burkton. Alright. Trying to think of other dry goods. Okay. I'm trying to think of things that like they would come back with that a town this size would need, especially with Haven already having been described as trying to bring back foods to encourage the town to do something other than fish. And I feel like salted pork would be one, flour would be something so they could batter it. Oils they'd be able to make, that's not a problem. Because they could do it with the fats from the fish, from certain fish. Because fish oil. I want one more thing. Olives? Okay. If that's the case, I need another town. So they can make dressings for the salad. Ooh, that's a good idea. Oh, okay. If that's the case, if you're going in that direction, this is going to be from a major city. Okay, I think I've got one. So Oligarga, olive oil, and this is gonna be Karen. They sell croutons. That's funny. 1 SP and 3 copper. I think that has to be a comma, right? We'll go with comma. Is it distilled? I don't think it's distilled. I'm going to log off for the night. Good night, everyone. Thanks for letting me help build some things, man. Absolutely. We're coming to an end pretty soon here, too. My 3-hour mark is coming up. But, I mean, let's just take a look at this for a second. Look at this. Look how cool this is. I need to make some edits real quick. But this is freaking cool, dude. God. I couldn't have asked for, like, a better thing to do. I think this is just... I think this is brilliant. Look at that. Look at that. That's so cool. Oh, dude, I actually love this. I love the clear difference. Like, Malark flour, which means there has to be some sort of a wheat farm or a granary in Malark. The Burkton now obviously has farms and access to salt, so there's probably a mine nearby. Oligarga is going to have olive oil, but that means they've got orchards, and it's a city, which is the first time I've named anything a city. God, this is cool. I'm enjoying this so much. Alright, so the parent article for this is going to be Rivercress. And I'm going to go ahead and publish it. So that means when we come back to the homepage, welcome back, Josh. When we come to the homepage, we see Rivercress. We can enter it. And now we have at the bottom Rivercress Supply. And in Rivercress Supply, it talks about Haven and Flora Ragan, as well as the merchandise that you can buy at the store. You can get fishing tackle for $1 silver, Inravale furs for 5 silver, and this grants environmental cold resistance. A coil of Rivercress rope, which is not the most sturdy, but it's usable in day-to-day needs. You can get Malark flour for 3 copper. You can get Burkton salted pork for 8 copper. And you can get Oligarga olive oil for $1 silver and 3 copper. And I love this. I love this so much. This is so cool, dude. This is so cool. God, this is cool. Right? Right. This is a realistic list of items for a general store in a small hamlet. And the best part of this, right? The best part is I have established the connections to how they get it all. The Rivercrest Supply takes a monthly trip to Malark, and in Malark, you can buy flour that's made there, get access to Burkton, a small spot to the west of Malark, and for a much more expensive price, you can get Oligarga olive oil from a city far to the south. I need to change that too. And then Invervale furs come from the Invervale Supply, which is a chain location in Invervale. I'm so down for this, dude. I'm so down. I think this is cool as hell. And it makes me really happy. Also, I like how it's on the side, so like if anyone had to come to this page to get access to it for any reason, they don't have to scroll all the way down to the bottom to be able to see everything. Right? It's dude. I'm so here for it. Hi. Hold on, I'm about to make it to where everyone can hear you. Right there.
To mute your stream so I don't hear you 3 times.
Understandable. Dude, isn't this cool?
This is pretty sweet, man. This is pretty sweet.
This is so cool. Sorry, I'm about to end the stream, so I wanted to actually talk to someone about this.
It's all good. I don't blame you, man. Dude, it's fucking cool, dude. I'm loving the world building so far. I feel very immersed.
And I honestly think this is all this is what my stream is going to be from now on. I mean, I'll probably play a couple games in between, but
sure.
But I'm enjoying this like heavily. And it's super cool.
Yeah. Well, Kira and I aren't doing anything as exciting. We're just playing Minecraft.
Yeah, I should probably do that again at some point.
It's pretty nice. I just found a mesa biome. And hey, Kira.
Josh says Minecraft is fun. Minecraft is fun.
Minecraft is fun.
Hello.
There you are.
Hi, Kira.
Hi. How's it going?
Well.
Good. What you been up to? I feel like I haven't talked to you in like years.
Well, I'm streaming right now.
Wow.
Yep.
What you streaming?
World building.
Ooh. Very
Really
cool.
cool.
Very cool.
We've talked a lot about fruits and vegetables and salads today.
It's true. And origins.
Mm-hmm. Because he's like, I love the way that he's building the world. He's like, all right, so first we need like a thing. Let's have a bar, and then that bar's got to be in a town. There's going to be some characters there. What's the town like? The town's going to sell this vegetable. All right, it's going to be named after this vegetable. Oh, now we need to stock the general store. Let's find out what else is in the general store. Oh, it's vegetables and fruit and meats from other cities. And then by naming these individual items these cities will be selling to this city to sell, we'll know what their main exports are going to be, and we can start building the world for each of the cities like that. I like it.
It's my favorite thing ever.
I like it.
And the first thing I'm doing is putting this on YouTube after I'm done.
Oh yeah, man.
Cool.
This clip's going up on YouTube, and then I'm just content with life.
Is this gonna eventually be for a campaign, Matt, or is this just?
So the point of this is to
Okay.
give me a world to play in,
Okay.
and
Makes
not
sense.
just for D&D. Like, I was thinking about it earlier today. Just from what I have so far, I think it'd be really fun to make like a text-based adventure
Oh, okay.
in this, but you know, because I can't stop whenever it comes to like having an idea. My next thought was, not only is it a text-based adventure, but it's full of mini games. So like, say you start out in Rivercrest and you want to go fishing after spending a silver to buy fishing tackle. Well, it's going to be a mini game to get fish, and then say you travel to Malark and you encounter bandits. Well, that's going to be a turn-based combat, and I don't know the full extent of it, but I think making a video game in this, writing a book from this, playing D&D in this, or some sort of tabletop, I think there's a lot of potential in it, and I'm really excited about it.
You've got open options, man.
It's very true.
Oh no!
Makes me so happy.
Here I fucked up.
What'd you do?
I forgot to bring.
Alright, well, I think that is a good enough time as any to end things off. It feels kind of similar to Final Fantasy, but on a TTRPG and more personal. And, I mean, yeah, I'm going to get some things from Final Fantasy. Like, it's bound to happen, right? I play the games a lot. That's kind of what my concept is. Like, for fantasy, it's a staple. So I completely agree with that. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. There it is. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, though. I'm loving this. No, and I absolutely agree. I think that for me, going this deep, right? Like, going into making the Rivercrest recipe, or going into cities like Rivercrest and making shopping lists that the merchant, like, that they sell, is necessary for me, because that was something I always missed in, like, D&D, is like, yeah, Baldur's Gate exists, but what do they produce? What's their export? I get it, they're a trading station, but, like, what all do they do? With this information, you can say in a backstory, hey, I was a fisherman in Rivercrest, and after I, like, bought some furs, yeah, right? Like, the deep dive into the lore and everything that's going to exist for this. And that's the crazy thing, right? We haven't gone into, like, story-altering lore. All we've done is name places and people. And we've given it just enough to give it some life. And it's such a cool concept. It's so interesting. Because it means all of this stuff has potential. And I'm super excited about it. I think it's going to be one of the coolest things that I've ever made. And I think it's going to be one of the coolest things that I'll ever make. And I really hope that the stream and everything continues to grow with it until it is something so far out of my hands that I'm struggling to keep up with. That's my dream for this. And, you know, it's just going to happen one day at a time. God, I'm so excited. Alright. Josh, thanks a ton. I'm going to name off everyone who spent time with me today. Josh, Corey, Brian, Bees, even Captain Kill. Can't wait to watch it go and to look back. Me too, man. Me too. I'm so excited for this, and I cannot wait for what comes next. So, as always, thanks everyone so much for watching.